Hello! Today we will demonstrate the Domotic module for Ombutel. So now, we enter to the Domotic tab, which is already installed. We click Configuration, and the first thing we're going to do is to create the units, or connect the units to the module. Here on Units, you can see we already got two units connected. One is called Rodrigo's Home, and the other one is called Astricon Vera. Let's check out Astricon Vera. Here, we select the unit's model, a brief description, the unit's IP address, and the port on which we will connect. This unit or gateway for Domotic has many devices connected, for which we will synchronize. What do we mean by synchronizing? It means we will import all the devices that the unit has connected. These can be motion sensors, electronic locks, switches, wall plugs, and others. Those devices will be listed when we create the devices. So now, we will go to the Devices tab. In the devices we got the number to dial, so we can activate or deactivate the device. A brief description, the unit. With the unit selected, we select the device we want to activate with the dialed number. We also got a welcome message. For example, it can tell us the room. You called the master bedroom. You called the penthouse. There's also the class of service, like it is common in Ombutel. There's the pin list, meaning if we got a list of pin numbers, only the people with those numbers are going to be able to activate the device. A whitelist. This is a list of extension numbers that can activate the devices without having to enter a pin number. Then there's toggle mode. In toggle mode, the way it works, it detects if the device is on, then it sets it to off. If the device is off, then it turns it on. Or in the case of a door, it locks or unlocks it. If toggle mode is off, Domotic will ask us if we want to turn the device on, then press 1. Or if we want to turn the device off, then press 1. It prompts a confirmation question. And lastly, generate hints. Hints work for phones that have a console expansion. We will see more about this on the demo on this video. The telephone lights will turn on or off depending on the status of the device. Let's see some of the devices we have connected. For example, a door lock. If we dial 207, the door will lock or get unlocked. And here we have the BLF hint, which we will program on the phone. Besides the door lock, we also have a dimmer, a door magnetic sensor, and many others. And here you can see we have added a pin list as we mentioned earlier. If the extension number that dials the number for the device is not 7500 or 8000, it asks for a pin number. If it is the extensions, it doesn't ask and proceeds with the activation or deactivation of the device. Coming up next, we got the scenes. And what are scenes? Scenes are programmed on the units and are basically a group of devices that can do an action at the same time. So we can turn on the entrance light, turn off the master bedroom lights, and turn on the living room fan all at the same time. And just like before, we have a number to dial, the description, the unit, the scene, the class of service, a pin list, and a whitelist. And finally, we got the notification tab. Notifications are used for magnetic sensors and motion sensors. Why does this apply only to these type of sensors? For example, if we got a magnetic sensor on a window and the window is opened, what action is going to be taken by the Domotic module? Okay, for example, we will select a magnetic sensor. And the action that will be taken is to call the extension 8000 when the window is opened. And it also calls when it is closed, saying that it normalized. We can perfectly call an external number or wherever we desire. We also got a welcome message, so it can tell us what sensor was activated. We hope that you liked this presentation of the Domotic interface, and now we invite you to see the demo of the Domotic module in action. Hello! Right now we're going to do a demonstration of the Domotic module for Ombutel. As you can see, here we got a board with some smart devices for automation, connected via a controller to Ombutel. The first device we got here is a wall plug. Then we got a switch with its light. Next, we got an electronic door lock. Then we have a dimmer switch. And then we got 3 sensors: a magnetic sensor, a temperature, humidity, and UV light sensor, and 1 motion sensor. With all of these devices, we're going to do the following demonstration. Alright, the first device we will demonstrate is the door lock. If you can see over here on the phone, we got a console where we have set up all of the devices. We see that the door lock is green, which means it is unlocked. We press the button.
The door is closed.
And the door lock gets locked. What indicates that the door lock is locked is that the LED has turned red. Okay, so now we unlock the door lock.
The door is open.
And the door lock unlocks. What happens if someone locks the door lock manually? So we manually lock the door lock. And we immediately notice that the LED changes to red, indicating that the door lock is locked. The next device we got here is the wall plug, where we are going to turn it on. Right now it is off, so we press the button to turn it on.
Switch on.
And we see that the little lamp turns on. And we can see here that the LED turns red. Now we turn it off.
Switch off.
And so the lamp turns off. And the LED turns green. Now we got the switch. So we now press the button to turn it on.
Bathroom. Switch on.
And so it turns on. Now we will turn it off manually. And we see how it changes the LED color from red to green. Then we have the dimmer, which has a very special characteristic. The dimmer asks us about the intensity we want to have the light.
To set the light intensity, dial a number between 1 and 100. To turn it off, dial 0.
We will now set it to 25%.
The light intensity is set to 25%.
Now we will raise the light intensity.
To set the light intensity,
75%.
the light intensity is set to 75%.
Now we will turn it off.
To set the light intensity,
0.
the light has gone out completely.
To finish, we will see the sensor devices. First, we will see the sensor that gives us the temperature and humidity. We can dial 204 or 205, or we can program a key on the phone. In this case, we will check the room temperature.
The temperature is 27.1 Celsius degrees.
That is the office temperature. To check the humidity levels, we can dial 205, as you can see here.
The humidity is 45%.
There we got the humidity and temperature, and we can also integrate the UV light meter. Lastly, we will check the magnetic sensor, which acts the same way as the motion sensor. Right now, we have the magnetic sensor unarmed. So let's arm it up so it detects any changes. So we press this key to arm it.
The sensor has been armed.
And automatically it is armed. Now we will provoke an intrusion, simulating as if someone opened a door or a window. This generates automatically a phone call, so we answer the call.
Bedroom. The sensor has been tripped.
This call tells us that the bedroom sensor has been triggered. When it normalizes, we receive another call. This one tells us that the sensor has normalized.
Bedroom. The sensor has been normalized.
To finish, and so the sensor is not giving us any more notifications, we will disarm it.
The sensor has been disarmed.
We hope that you liked the integration of the Domotic module in Ombutel, and we invite you to visit the Ombutel website, ombutel.com. Thank you very much.